Good morning, San Antonio starts right now.
Making news this morning, a deadly night on the northeast side as several SAPD officers take down a man firing shots inside a trailer park.
COVID-19 hospitalizations are at another all-time high, but millions of Americans are still traveling this Thanksgiving holiday. I'm ABC's Elizabeth Schulze. The latest on the coronavirus crisis coming up.
And taking a look outside with live cam this morning, a nice cool 48 degrees. That's a great way to start your Thanksgiving day. We're going to check in with Mike in just a bit.
And good morning to you. Happy Thanksgiving from everybody here at KSAT 12 and GMSA.
Happy Thanksgiving. Good morning. I hope you're up early trying to get the turkey ready.
You're waiting for the oven to heat up, or maybe you're working on sides, doing some prep work. But Mike Osterage is here with a forecast that remains absolutely off the charts crazy.
Well, crazy, but wonderful.
Yeah.
I love it because we've got, well, especially rain. I think that is top of the list for a lot of people. And it's a beautiful start this morning. Nice and crisp and cold out there. We have temperatures that are down in the 40s, 30s, still hovering at 50 at Port SA. I think we'll drop down a couple of more degrees. We've got very, very dry air out there and no wind to speak of. Clear skies, all the perfect ingredients for radiational cooling. So this nice, crisp, cool start. And then big warm up throughout the day. We're going to see temperatures go up a good probably 30 degrees plus. Mold is on the low side this morning. Now on the kind of the downside, if you will, we will see more clouds later on this afternoon. And then also the humidity is going to be creeping back into the picture, and especially overnight. So that then is going to lead to best parts about the forecast. Rain is going to be moving on in here, pretty much a sure thing tomorrow, as well as on Saturday. We get a front moving on through here. It's going to be a cold weekend, and it's going to get much colder next week. We'll talk all about that coming up in just a couple of minutes. Time saver traffic right now on this Thanksgiving morning. Probably not much out there. Here's Officer Nick Solis. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mike. Not much at all. Things look good right now. As expected, a lot of green here on the screen. Let's go straight to TransGuide right now. 281 in Loop 410 near the airport. Look at that, looking good. 281 at the quarry. Looks great too. 2 cars on the roadway, so that's always nice there. And 281 at the river. So all 281 looking good from the airport all the way down to downtown. Mark, Steph, back to you.
Thank you very much, Nick. New this morning, 6 San Antonio police officers on routine administrative leave following a deadly shooting overnight on the city's northeast side. Listen to all that gunfire. This happened in the 12,000 block of O'Connor near Wurzbach Parkway around 9 o'clock last night. Officers receiving a call about a man shooting a gun inside his trailer at the Green Tree Village North Trailer Park. When officers and SWAT team arrived, the suspect kept firing shots, ended up catching the trailer on fire. Chief William McManus says the man left the trailer and kept firing shots throughout the trailer park. Eventually, 6 officers confronted the man, returned fire, and killed him. McManus says the officers were placed on leave pending a review of the case. Firefighters were able to put out the trailer house fire quickly. No other injuries were reported. A curfew for Bexar County begins tonight in order to try to stop the spread of coronavirus.
The countywide curfew will last the entire holiday weekend and comes as health experts discourage gatherings with people outside your own household.
We're using a model that the governor has encouraged, and we're doing it at a time when I think we can get in front of getting overwhelmed in our hospitals.
The curfew will take place from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. beginning tonight, and it will extend through Monday morning each night. The mayor says residents are not allowed to gather outside of their household during these hours, and that includes the backyard of a home. Restaurants will not be allowed to keep dining rooms open past 10 p.m. during the curfew period, but they can continue with curbside or takeout services instead. Those found violating the curfew can face a fine of up to $1,000.
Our 7-day average of cases continues to increase this week. The average is supposed to give a more accurate gauge of the rise of fall in cases day by day. Right now, our 7-day average rises to 764. That rising positivity rate also means the virus continues to spread. So far, 10% of people who are tested come back positive. 6 more deaths included in the latest report for a total of 1,343 since the start of the pandemic.
COVID-19 has overwhelmed hospitals in several parts of Texas. San Antonio continues to care for patients from the hotspot of El Paso. This morning, 543 COVID-19 patients are hospitalized locally. Earlier this week, roughly 70 of those patients were from El Paso. Metro Health also reporting 175 patients are in the intensive care unit and 88 are on ventilators.
Meanwhile, the U.S. dealing with its deadliest day in the pandemic in more than 6 months. More than 260,000 Americans have now died from COVID-19, according to Johns Hopkins University.
Despite the surge in COVID cases and hospitalizations, millions are ignoring the CDC's advice not to travel this holiday. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has more from Washington.
As the daily death toll from the virus climbs toward an all-time high, millions of Americans are ignoring a CDC plea not to travel this Thanksgiving.
You just try to kind of be as safe as you can and get home and see family.
It's still a little scary, but you know, we've tried to sanitize a lot.
Health experts fear large crowds and gatherings inside will exacerbate the pandemic already spreading at an uncontrolled pace and lead to yet another deadly spike during the end-of-year holidays.
This addition of cases is not something that we can sustain, and we are in a humanitarian crisis right now.
The COVID Tracking Project says 90,000 Americans are currently hospitalized with COVID-19, an all-time high for the 16th straight day. On Wednesday alone, there were more than 2,200 deaths, the highest daily death toll since early May.
I don't understand what 230,000, 240,000 deaths looks like, and I can describe the sound the zipper on a body bag makes.
President-elect Joe Biden, no stranger to grief from the death of loved ones, urged Americans not to give in to COVID fatigue.
Believe me, I know. I remember that first Thanksgiving, the empty chair, the silence. Takes your breath away.
While many cities and states face growing resistance to new restrictions, officials are reminding Americans masks and testing remain the best line of defense.
You let your guard down. You obviously have to take a mask off if you're eating or drinking. Try to avoid that as much as possible. A sacrifice now could save lives.
The CDC is out with a grim new forecast this morning, predicting up to 321,000 deaths from the virus by December 19th. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
New overnight and a late night ruling, the Supreme Court moved to block New York's COVID-imposed limits on religious services. By a vote of 5-4, the High Court granted requests by the Catholic dioceses and synagogues in New York to lift the state's attendance limits. The High Court ruled that Governor Andrew Cuomo's orders violated the religious group's First Amendment rights to freedom of worship. President Donald Trump's newest appointee, Justice Amy Coney Barrett, provided the deciding vote for the majority against the COVID restrictions. The Supreme Court's ruling is a change in direction from its earlier decision, which went against churches in California and Nevada.
Back here at home, because of Thanksgiving and Black Friday, I want to remind you of some of the city services and places closed for those days. They include the city-run COVID-19 testing sites, the COVID-19 hotline, and Metro Health clinics. Also included are Parks and Rec community centers, Head Start Pre-K for SA, and schools, just to name a few. For a full list, head on over to KSAT.com.
And time now is 4:38 and 49 degrees.
Glad you're with us on this Thanksgiving morning. Still ahead, are some Ivy Leaguers just lucky, or have they figured out the secret to winning the lottery? We have a first look at their technique.
And the acting Secretary of Defense makes a visit to troops overseas for Thanksgiving.
Outside with Live Cam. Yeah, it is a beautiful night out there. Looking downtown on this Thanksgiving 2020. I can't believe it's finally here. The rest of the year will be on fast forward. We're going to check on traffic. There shouldn't be much today, and an update on those rainfall chances. They are looking fantastic for South Texas. 441, President Donald Trump has pardoned his former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. This marks a years-long prosecution in the Russia investigation that saw Flynn plead guilty 2 times for lying to the FBI, then reverse himself before the Justice Department stepped in to dismiss his case. The pardon, part of a broader effort by President Trump to undo the results of a Russia investigation that shadowed his administration. It comes just months after the president commuted the sentence of another associate, Roger Stone, days before he was to report to prison.
Acting Defense Secretary Chris Miller has made an unannounced trip to Bahrain. It's his first overseas trip since taking over at the Department of Defense after former Secretary Mark Esper was fired by President Donald Trump. But defense officials say Miller's trip to the Middle East is not about policy. It is to celebrate Thanksgiving with troops stationed there. Bahrain is host to more than 7,000 U.S. personnel, including the U.S. Navy's 5th Fleet and Central Command. The visit comes roughly 1 week after Miller announced significant troop reductions in Iraq and Afghanistan. That drawdown of U.S. forces will be taking place just days before President-elect Joe Biden is to take the oath of office.
Recovery of the American job market is happening, but it's still very slow. Another 778,000 people filed for first-time unemployment benefits last week. That's on a seasonally adjusted basis, and was more than economists were predicting. It's the second straight week that the first-time claims rose. The report also showed the number of continued jobless claims was down from the previous week to 6.1 million. Overall, more than 20.4 million Americans were still receiving some form of unemployment benefits as of November 7th.
And time now is 4:43 and 49 degrees.
Up next, have some Ivy League students figured out a way to secretly win the lottery? Well, it's not a secret anymore. Find out next.
And welcome back. It's 4:45. A group of Ivy Leaguers may either be lucky or they figured out the secret to winning the lottery. ABC's Alex Perez has more in this morning's GMA First Look.
In this morning's GMA First Look, are these Ivy Leaguers lucky or have they figured out the secret to winning the lottery? At least 4 Princeton graduates hitting the jackpot big time, finding 66 winning tickets in multiple states with jackpots totaling more than $6 million. According to an investigation by the Indianapolis Star, one of them, 27-year-old Manuel Montori, has been on an 18-month winning streak, cashing in 61 winning scratch-offs in just one day in September.
They're either the luckiest people in the world or they found a way to beat the system.
In Indiana alone, the group reportedly bought from 4 dozen different gas stations, liquor stores, and convenience shops. And we'll have much more on this bizarre winning streak coming up at 7 a.m., including a lottery expert who will explain how a brilliant understanding of statistics could be the secret to their success. With your GMA First Look, I'm Alex Perez, ABC News, Chicago.
Well, we kind of figured it was something statistical, right?
Either way, impressive, though.
They're not teaching ESP at Princeton or wherever it was. 4:47 right now. Let's see how traffic, we'll use that term very loosely today, Nick.
Yeah, I feel real good about myself today, Mark. Things look good out here. That's why no traffic on the roadways, no accidents. Things look good right now. It's always good news, especially on Thanksgiving. All right, 35 at Pine looking good. Got the 35 corridor here. Let's see, 410 at Babcock Road looking even better right now. Smooth sailing there. And let's do one more here. I-10 at Hildebrand looking great. Things look good all around the city.
Nick, what are you and your family doing for Thanksgiving today?
Not much, Mark. Just watching the Cowboys win. That's about it. And eating some turkey.
That's the important part, huh?
Yeah.
So you're predicting a Cowboys win today over the Washington football team?
Yes, I am. I think we're going to be first place in the NFC East.
Wow, how about that? Okay, well, we'll see how things go.
It's possible.
All of our teams are playing today.
That's true.
Washington, Dallas, Detroit.
Yeah.
Even the Texans are playing.
Texans are playing Detroit.
Yeah.
So, yes, my fellow Detroiter and I were just talking about that. It's like, well, you know, they're playing the Texans. Can they win? It's like, yeah.
It's impossible, yeah. Take Houston -3.
Yeah.
Well, they play first and then the Cowboys, so you can watch both.
Yeah. Lions play at 10:30, 11:30.
Something like that.
We're going to have the rundown on the NFL games coming up later right here on GMSA.
And the one Pittsburgh game has been postponed.
Yeah, Pittsburgh, Baltimore has been bumped to Sunday due to COVID.
Yes. All right, here's a great little picture. And I don't know if you can see it too well. Zoom on in there, but little butterfly kind of enjoying things. It's a great KSAT Connect picture. Thank you very much for that. And keep those pictures coming in, folks. We'll love to see them, especially if we get some weather. And that's going to be the situation the next couple of days because we're looking at some pretty good rain tomorrow as well as Saturday. So if you've got some pictures, please safely take them and send them on in here because we can always use those. Right now, this picture is going to be filled with a beautiful sunrise later on in the next couple of hours when the sun decides to come up just after 7 o'clock. But of course, by probably about 6:20 or so. We'll start to see that glow out there. Now that is going to be replaced, though, the clear skies right now, with some clouds. We do have very, very dry air, not only down here at the surface, but also upstairs in the atmosphere. However, here comes some more moisture moving on in here from the west. And this will lead to kind of the milky shade of the sky and then help with more cloud cover later on this afternoon, as well as the humidity coming up. Because, like I said, dry air right now. But as expected, these dew points are going to be coming up here. So by later on this afternoon, it is going to be, well, you get above 60, you can kind of feel it. It's going to be leaning toward the more humid side, and that's going to be the situation overnight. That then is going to help with not only the cloud cover, but also some rain chances. Maybe a couple of showers late tonight, but then by tomorrow, that's when the rain is really going to start to work on in here. Now watch how dew point temperatures, they don't get quite as dry, but they will be dropping down because we have another front moving on through here. That's going to be late in the day tomorrow. So we get that rise in temperature, dew points later on tonight and tomorrow, and then they drop down and continue dropping, and things are going to be bottoming out, not only with dew points, but also with temperatures going into next Tuesday morning. Prior to that, though, here's what's going on today. We've got clear skies this morning, a couple of more clouds around here. This is just kind of indicating some of the moisture moving on in. But by overnight and tomorrow, here's where the rain comes on in here throughout much of the day tomorrow, and then also on into Saturday. I think we do start to clear out a little bit by late Saturday from west to east. Also, Storm Prediction Center does have the marginal risk for a strong to severe storm around here tomorrow, as that front especially is going to be moving on into the area. So we've got kind of an unstable atmosphere tomorrow. 72 degrees today at noon. A lot of sunshine around here. And then we start to see more clouds moving on in here. 78 for a high temperature, so we are going to be on the warm side of things again. Partly cloudy and a bit more humid as the day rolls on. Then we go into tonight, and like I said, maybe a couple of showers late. Rain tomorrow, rain Saturday, colder Saturday, 58 degrees. Temperatures basically going to be holding steady, it looks like, overnights Friday into Saturday. Sunshine on Sunday, nice and cold and crisp, and then we're flirting with first freeze by Tuesday morning, the 1st of December. That's here in town, so you might have a little bit of the heat island effect to keep temperatures from getting as cold, but definitely, it's going to be cold Tuesday morning, especially hill country.
The rain looks almost certain.
Yeah, it is just about a certainty.
That's good. We need the rain.
Yep, it's going to be good the next couple of days.
Thank you, Mike.
Like the snowman tie, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah,
It's the season. 451, 49 degrees.
And coming up next, more about the country star that was uninvited to play on Saturday Night Live after photos surfaced of him not following COVID protocols.
Your pick three numbers: 203 Fireball 9, Daily 4 2572 Fireball 3.
Cash 5, 16, 19, 22, 29, 34, and Lotto Texas 6, 9, 10, 37, 49, 53. And your Powerball numbers 2, 57, 58, 60, 65, Powerball 26, Power Play 2. Good luck.
Right now it's about 5 till. More on that country singer that was uninvited to play on Saturday Night Live, and TV stars showing off their Thanksgiving dinners.
For the latest on what's happening in Hollywood, here's ABC's Jason Nathanson.
Sounds like Anthony Anderson's house is the place to be for Thanksgiving. The Blackish star says on his table, you'll get a lot more than just turkey and mashed potatoes.
We may have some fried chicken, and there's definitely a ham, and there's also homemade cornbread stuffing from scratch, string beans, collard greens with smoked turkey, of course, the staple mac and cheese.
His turkey prep, by the way, a 2-day brine, and he spatchcocks it. Fans aren't the only ones shocked by the Weeknd's lack of Grammy nominations this year. So is he. The Grammys remain corrupt. The Weeknd writes on Twitter, "You owe me, my fans, and the industry transparency." Recording Academy Chief Harvey Mason Jr. tells Variety he understands the Weeknd's disappointment, but there was nothing shady going on, just too many deserving artists and not enough spots. The Weeknd's album After Hours was a huge critical and commercial success this year, which is why many are so surprised it didn't get a single nomination. Morgan Wallen, the country star disinvited to play Saturday Night Live last month after photos surfaced of him partying and not following COVID protocols, he's getting another shot. He'll play the show next week. Jason Bateman will host. Other upcoming hosts and musical acts include Timothy Chalamet, Bruce Springsteen, Kristen Wiig, and Dua Lipa. And happy birthday this Thanksgiving to a living legend. Tina Turner is 81. While it's another one for DJ Khaled, the superstar music producer is 45. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. I'm Jason Nathanson, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And time now is 4:56 and 49 degrees.
Coming up next, to look at what is next after President Trump pardoned his former national security advisor, Michael Flynn.
Plus, Google wants your input when it comes to its new Chrome icon. More details ahead. And
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
One man is dead. 6 SAPD officers on routine administrative leave now. We'll have the latest on a deadly officer-involved shooting overnight.
Plus, President Donald Trump pardons his former national security advisor, Michael Flynn, ending a years-long prosecution in the Russia investigation.
It is crisp and cool out there right now. It's been a beautiful night. The moon set just a short while ago, but the clouds are about to roll in, and wait till you see these rainfall chances around here. Unbelievable.
I know, it's pretty cool. And right now it's cool, 52 degrees. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining us.
It is Thursday, November 26th. We're all here this morning to get your Thanksgiving started, and Mike is here with an update on the forecast. And the umbrella is going to be absolutely mandatory, isn't it?
Yep, umbrellas and also heavy coats as the weekend rolls on and going into next week. Starting off this morning, you need a fairly hefty coat when you step outside with some cool temperatures out there. For some reason, the temperature did go up a little bit in the past hour, and we are going to make it up to 78 later on today. Clouds are definitely going to be increasing as the day rolls on, as will the humidity. It's going to start to get up a little bit higher. No change in the aquifer and the allergens. We do have just a low amount of mold out there. All right, as far as we had, beautiful sunshine yesterday and those clear skies, beautiful blue skies. Now we've got some more moisture, which is sliding on in here from the west, and so that's why the clouds are going to be increasing as the day rolls on, and we get, like I said, more humidity around here. That then is going to be helping out with rain chances. We might actually see a couple of showers possible developing late tonight, but more likely throughout the day tomorrow, as well as throughout just about all the day on Saturday. So cold start and then warm afternoon. More clouds, more humidity today than tomorrow. Showers, some thunderstorms. Some of those storms could be on the strong side. There is a very small chance that some could be potentially severe. Talk more about that coming up a little bit later on. Then a front moves through later on in the day. That's going to cool temperatures down for Saturday and the weekend. We'll still have rain around Saturday, colder temperatures. We clear out then. Sunday's going to be just spectacular, and it's going to get even colder going into next week. A lot of folks, if you haven't seen a freeze yet, you're going to be seeing one. Details coming up in just a couple of minutes. Time saver traffic right now. Here is Officer Nick Solis. Anything going on, sir?
Mike, no, nothing going on right now at all, which is good news here on Turkey Day. Things look good. A lot of green on the screen. No accidents to be reported. So let's go straight to drive times. Okay, my new graphics here. They're nice. 35 southbound from the northeast side of 1604 to downtown. We got a 12-minute ride. And 35 northbound from the southwest side of 1604 to downtown. 12 minutes. Looking really good there. Outside right now, 410 and Northwest Military. Looks good near Castle Hills. Not much going on there. US 90 at 36 on the far west side, or the west side, I'm sorry. Looks great. And we'll do one more. 410 at 151. Looking good. Mark, Steph, back to you.
Thank you, Nick. New this morning, 6 San Antonio police officers are on administrative leave following a deadly shooting overnight on the city's northeast side. It happened in the 12,000 block of O'Connor Road near Wurzbach Parkway last night. Police got a call about a man firing a gun inside his trailer at the Green Tree Village North Trailer Park. When officers and the SWAT team arrived, the suspect kept firing shots and ended up catching the trailer on fire. Chief William McManus says the man left the trailer and kept firing shots throughout the trailer park. That's when McManus says 6 officers confronted the man and returned fire, killing him. McManus says the officers were placed on leave pending a review of the case. Firefighters were able to put out the trailer house fire. No other injuries were reported.
Now to Washington, D.C. and President Trump's decision to pardon former National Security Advisor General Michael Flynn. Sources say we can expect more pardons in the coming weeks.
This all comes as the president continues to claim that he was cheated out of winning the election. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has the latest.
This morning, Democrats speaking out against President Trump's decision to pardon former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn.
Makes a mockery of our democracy to those watching from around the world.
Trump tweeting, "It is my great honor to announce that General Michael T. Flynn has been granted a full pardon." Flynn pleaded guilty back in 2017 to lying to the FBI about his contacts with Russia, but he's tried to take back the confession ever since. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi slammed Trump's decision, calling it an act of grave corruption and a brazen abuse of power. But the Justice Department says the Flynn pardon is obviously an appropriate use of the president's power.
He should pardon everyone from himself to his administration officials to Joe Exotic if he has to.
Sources say Trump is planning more pardons.
And this holiday season is going to be pardon palooza in the West Wing.
But for now, the president remains focused on the election he lost.
We have to turn the election over.
Trump calling into a meeting of Pennsylvania Republicans one day after the state certified Biden as the winner. The state's former governor, also a Republican, called Wednesday's event bogus and slammed Trump for his, quote, brazen attempt to undermine the republic. Meanwhile, President-elect Biden is focusing on the transition of power, trying to rally the nation ahead of what will be a very different Thanksgiving.
I remember that first Thanksgiving, the empty chair, the silence. I'll be thinking and praying for each and every one of you at this Thanksgiving, at your Thanksgiving table, because we've been there.
Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
A reminder that a curfew for Bexar County begins tonight in order to try to stop the spread of coronavirus. This comes as health experts discourage gatherings with people outside your own household. The curfew will take place from 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. beginning tonight, extends through Monday morning. Each night, the mayor says residents are not allowed to gather outside of their houses during the hours, and that includes your backyard. Restaurants won't be allowed to keep dining rooms open past 10 p.m., and they can continue with curbside and takeout services instead. Those found violating the curfew could face a fine of up to $1,000.
A San Antonio man will be home for Thanksgiving after nearly dying from COVID. Quinn Britt tested positive for COVID-19 back in July, but his symptoms began to worsen. He was rushed at North Central Baptist Hospital, and doctors began to fear the worst. Britt was placed in a coma for several weeks, but over time his health began to improve. And yesterday, his family welcomed him home after a 4-month hospital stay. Britt says he has had no prior health conditions and urges others to take the virus seriously as cases in Bexar County are on the rise.
And you don't hear about those of us who are lucky to survive, but survive with lots of complications. You should do whatever you can to protect yourself, because you don't want to get this, because you could end up like me.
And Britt tells the crews he is just happy to be home and adds he has more to be grateful for this Thanksgiving.
This morning, the Bexar County Sheriff's Office investigating the death of an inmate. Sheriff's Office says a detention deputy discovered the inmate attempting to commit suicide just after 7 o'clock last night. The inmate was cut down and taken to downtown Baptist, but was pronounced dead around 8:45 at the hospital. As standard procedure, Internal Affairs and several other agencies will investigate the death. An identity has not been released, and the inmate only described as being 53 years old and facing charges of prostitution and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Due to the Thanksgiving holiday, several city offices in San Antonio are closed today, including the COVID-19 hotline and testing sites. The COVID-19 hotline will resume tomorrow from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Of course, police, firefighters, and EMS personnel will be on duty, but administrative offices are closed, as well as Metro Health, clinics, and 311, with the exception of emergency concerns. But on-street parking meters downtown are free today, and San Antonio parks and trails are open. For a complete list, go to our website at ksat.com.
Oh, we're open.
Yeah, that's right.
We're here.
We're up and early.
507, 52 degrees.
And still ahead, the latest on an outage involving Amazon Web Services that basically took down a portion of the internet.
A huge chunk of the internet. And right now, Meals on Wheels working with organizers of the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner to deliver Thanksgiving meals today. You are looking live at the organizers getting all that food ready to go. The combined number of meals still comes to less than half of those normally served in a normal year for the event. Still, organizers say the amount of people who managed to keep together has been amazing. You can learn more at ksat.com.
And a thank you to all the organizers and volunteers working early this morning. Taking a look outside with live cam, a nice cool 52 degrees. That's a great day to start your Thanksgiving. Great way to start your Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
Just about 5:12. Welcome back to GMSA on this Thanksgiving morning. It's been 3 weeks since the general election. Still, emotions are running high no matter who you voted for.
And while stress is a part of life, there are ways you can help yourself cope just a little bit better. CNN's Amanda Gaither has 5 ways to do that.
No matter which side of the political aisle you're on, most will agree this election has been exhausting.
There's so much uncertainty right now, and our brains can really spiral into what if and worst case scenarios when we're not sure of what to expect.
Licensed therapist Jody Baumstein with Children's Healthcare of Atlanta's Strong for Life says it's important to recognize the stress and name it. That gives us the power to take care of it. And it all starts with your body and mind.
So that means getting good quality sleep and eating well and getting plenty of physical activity.
If social media posts or news alerts are causing more stress, set limits to how much you're seeing and find ways to unwind and relax.
Really, it's about finding what works for you. So that might be cooking or gardening. You might also really like to do some mindfulness or just closing your eyes and giving yourself a quick break, thinking about what you're grateful for.
Just breathe. Deep, intentional breathing can help us think clearly. And finally, practice empathy.
Knowing that we might not all agree and we might have different stressors and different situations that we're dealing with.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
And time now is 5:13 and 52 degrees for now.
Still ahead, Comcast and internet users may soon be paying more. We'll tell you by how much.
Plus, Amazon's web service outage has caused some big problems for internet users across the country.
Smart tech is everywhere. Smart fridge, smart car, smart doorbell.
Hello.
But Fitbit makes you smart about your health. This isn't some phone on your wrist. It's a way to help manage stress, keep your heart strong, and detect potential signs of illness. It's more than a smartwatch. It's a smarter way to transform your health.
At Chick-fil-A Caraway Village, we always look forward to seeing Ellie. Nick also.
Ellie just gets excited and bolts right towards them.
She loves to come and get the bag and trots right back to Nick.
We never even had to ask them to hand her the bag. The team members just automatically knew to do it. It was just that little thing, that level of customer service that kind of blew my mind.
We're just really glad that Nick shared Ellie with us. We take care of our guests, whether they're two-legged or four-legged.
In today's Tech Bites, a big problem for Amazon Web Services. The cloud computing service suffered a major outage in its U.S. operations, which affected everything from web-connected security cameras to software applications. Engineers worked overnight to resolve the outage. Comcast will be hiking prices on January 1st. The price increases will affect both internet and TV services. They come as several streaming services recently upped their prices. Also, Comcast is imposing a monthly home internet data cap next year on users who exceed their limit. And finally, Google wants some input about its Chrome icon. Its designer posted 3 options on Twitter, all with slight differences, and is asking for feedback about them from users. There's no guarantee Google will take any action on proposals for a new look, but at least you could say you gave it a shot. Those are your Tech Bites. Have a happy Thanksgiving.
That's a joke. It's got to be a joke,
Yeah,
right?
I was kind of looking closely this time around, and they look the same.
They look identical, all 3 logos.
Maybe it's a publicity stunt?
Could it be?
Makes me want to look it up now.
I know. Let's check traffic at 5:18 with Officer Nick Solis.
Any more cars on the road?
Well, Steph, everything looks good around the city, but we do have one accident here. It's going to be at 1604 northbound at Babcock Road. I just saw it right now. It looks like it's blocking off one lane there on those northbound lanes going towards I-10. Let's see if we have it here. Let's skip these drive times for now, and here we go. So there's this one vehicle. Looks like a one-vehicle accident here on 1604 in Babcock. You see police lights here behind me blocking off one lane there. So hopefully this gets cleared up soon. Do have some traffic cones there, so keep that in mind if you are heading that way this morning.
Thank you, Nick. And you have some beautiful Thanksgiving colors behind you.
Yes, this was from yesterday, and it's going to be a pretty sunrise this morning, although we've had a couple of clouds that have moved into the area this morning, so that may well, perhaps it'll add a little drama to the sunrise this morning. But thank you very much, Vaughn, for that KSAT Connect picture. And you really can't see it too well from this vantage point. But like I said, there are some clouds being reported in and around the metropolitan area right now. So that's one of the explanations why temperatures did actually go up a little bit in the past hour. We were at 48 degrees, and so now we've got a little bit of a blanket on top of us. 38 in Kerrville, 37 in Comfort, and 44 right now in Hondo. We still have very, very dry air out there. So overnight we did have clear skies, dry air, light wind, the perfect ingredients for radiational cooling. Now, like I said, we've got just a couple of those little clouds that have moved on in here. We will continue to see the clouds kind of thicken up throughout the day, and we'll also see some more humidity later on this afternoon, but then that is going to be feeding some of these showers. So overnight there may be a couple of showers around the area, but starting off tomorrow morning, if you're heading out early for work or maybe do a little bit of shopping, you will probably want to take a rain jacket with you. As far as warmth, it will still be on the mild side tomorrow, but throughout the afternoon then we do have a front moving on through here, and that'll really cool us down tomorrow night into Saturday. So we still continue to keep some rain around here. That'll be the situation into Saturday morning and throughout a good chunk of the day, and then skies are going to the rain's going to end from west to east later Saturday, and we start to clear out in behind that. And we've got a great stretch of weather then going in through the middle part of next week, and also sort of a reinforcing shot of some colder air coming in here to start off next week. For tomorrow, with the showers and thunderstorms, and there's going to be enough instability in the atmosphere to where we could see some stronger thunderstorms. So the Storm Prediction Center still has us in that marginal risk for a severe storm tomorrow. Few and far between, but just one of those things to be on the lookout for if indeed some of those thunderstorms do get going. All right. Single digits in Casper right now. The latest batch of cold air has kind of worked its way on in here. We will get milder today, but we will see another kind of surge of that cold air, like I said, moving on in. Here's what's going on, and this is the best news because the front that moved through yesterday, of course, did have a low associated with it, but it just didn't get in here close enough. It stayed too far to the north. This one is really going to almost move directly across us, and that's going to be tomorrow into Saturday. So that's why we've got the better rain chances. That moves on out. We clear out then in behind, but we've got this good northwesterly flow, and that's going to continue to pull down the colder air, and we'll get sort of a secondary shot of that colder air coming on in here throughout the middle part of the week, and also another disturbance, which will give us another chance of rain by probably late Wednesday into Thursday of next week as it looks right now. 72 today at noon. I still have sunshine on there. Maybe I'll add a couple of clouds to that graphic, but we'll still have more sunshine the first portion of the day. A few more clouds later on in the day, partly cloudy, more humid, 78. So it is definitely going to be on the warm side again today, like yesterday. And then tomorrow, start off very mild again, 62 degrees. Temperatures will stay at 70. Clouds going to hold the temperatures down a little bit. Pretty much, sometimes going on a limb this far, but pretty much a sure thing for rain tomorrow as well as Saturday. Much cooler on Saturday, and then we're going to be seeing a lot of freezing temperatures by Tuesday morning.
Well, cool. December will feel like December.
Faster than the first day of December, yep.
Sounds good. Thank you,
Mike. Great forecast. 522, 52 degrees.
And up next in your morning spotlight, some movie fans say a new version of Clifford the Big Red Dog doesn't look quite right. Plus, another new movie arriving in theaters.
A Hollywood studio is facing backlash over a beloved character that some fans say doesn't look quite right.
CNN's David Daniel has that and more in today's Hollywood Minute.
This holiday season, we're thankful for the pets whose love got us through the year.
Some viewers don't have much love for Clifford the Big Red Dog. The first teaser for Paramount's live-action film based on the children's book series features a crimson canine who's a distinctly different shade than the huge happy hound readers remember. The controversy is reminiscent of another Paramount problem. The first Sonic the Hedgehog trailer featured a title character whose appearance, especially those human teeth, left fans furious and sent animators back to the drawing board.
If anyone dares to ask you about your actual work, you just do the mystical mime act.
There is no authentic me. It's just fear.
Stardust, now in theaters and on VOD, shows a young David Bowie struggling with fear and self-doubt, something co-star Mark Maron says every artist faces.
How come there are so many talented people that can't sort of connect
or transcend or make a go of it because they're crushed by fear. Richard Pryor once said the biggest enemy of creativity is fear.
I don't want to go mad. I want to take my fantasies on stage.
In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
I was joking earlier that they should replace Clifford with Sonic since they finally got Sonic right. They worked that out, right?
Maybe they'll go back and make some changes. We'll see.
Or we all go watch Cats together and feel better about everything.
Oh.
526, 52 degrees.
It's still ahead on GMSA. Health officials are sending out a warning as many fear Thanksgiving travel could result in another major spike in COVID-19 cases and deaths.
Well, with all that in mind, Black Friday shopping won't be the same this year either. What you can expect from the major retailers if you do decide to try to venture out.
Plus, we have a first look at a new limited edition Mini Cooper. How cute, but it's going to set you back some. We're going to tell you how much. Hi, good morning. Happy Thanksgiving.
We're going to check traffic in a moment. There's not much out there, but we did have a stalled vehicle early out there on part of Loop 1604.
But for now, let's check in with Mike for the nice weather that we're going to have today.
Yeah, beautiful. We do have some clouds, though, that have moved on in here, and you can almost kind of see a little bit of it in this picture, and that actually helped temperatures kind of go up a little bit because we got a bit of a blanket on top of us. We were at 48 degrees about an hour and a half ago. Now we're at 52. 42 is the dew point, so still very dry air. Still grab a jacket. No wind to speak of out there, so we don't really have any wind chills. And out in the hill country, I mean, it's really cold. 38 Kerrville, Fredericksburg, 37 Rock Springs is a little bit milder as of right now. And throughout the rest of today, we'll make it up to 72 at noon. 78 for a high temperature. Maybe throw another little cloud in on that graphic there because we do have a couple of those clouds. Now, the humidity is going to start to increase as the day goes on, and that then is going to lead to maybe a couple of showers late tonight. But the better chance of rain is going to be tomorrow, pretty much throughout the day tomorrow, as well as most all of the day on Saturday. Mild tomorrow, but much cooler on Saturday. Great looking forecast. Plus, we've got really cold air coming in here next week. Details on that in just a few minutes. Time saver traffic right now. Here's Officer Nick Solis, and still got that big problem on the far north side, right?
Yeah, Mike, we do. It's going to be northbound North Loop 1604 at Babcock Road. So this is going towards I-10. Now, it looks like there's two accidents actually in the same area. One is on the Axis Road, the northbound Axis Road, where a vehicle hit a deer in front of UTSA, but there's also an accident on the main lanes of 1604 right next to it that SAPD is on. So dealing with a couple accidents. I believe this is one on the Axis Road, I think. I'm just want to make sure there's guardrails there, so I don't know, but this is one of the two accidents that are side by side from each other. Looks like there's a vehicle here, so yeah, that one's a 3-vehicle accident causing a little bit of a cluster there on 1604 in Babcock. Keep that in mind if you're heading in that direction. Mark, Steph, back to you.
Thank you, Nick. As a weekend-long curfew begins tonight right here in Bexar County. Nationwide, there were more than 2,200 COVID-19 related deaths reported in the U.S. just yesterday.
And some health experts fear this Thanksgiving could be a super spreader event. CNN's John Lawrence reports.
Millions of Americans ignored warnings from public health experts about travel for this holiday weekend.
I'm going to go see my grandparents. Nothing's really changed, put it that way. We're having Thanksgiving.
Cases, hospitalizations, and deaths are rising nationwide, and cases are expected to jump soon.
In a week, more likely 2 weeks, we will see a surge upon a surge.
The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention's latest ensemble forecast projects up to 321,000 COVID-related deaths in the U.S. by December 19th.
I'm going to be on call. I'm going to be in the hospital over New Year's, and to know that this is going to be what we're facing is just really very sad.
During a Thanksgiving address Wednesday, President-elect Joe Biden said the country needs to avoid COVID fatigue.
America's not going to lose this war. We'll get our lives back. This is the moment where we need to steel our spines, redouble our efforts, and recommit ourselves to the fight.
In the meantime, public health experts urge social distancing and wearing a mask in public.
It's much more comfortable to wear a piece of cloth on your face than it is for me to put a piece of plastic into your airway and save your life, or that will be towards the end of your life.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
Trump administration officials reportedly say the White House is strongly considering lifting European travel restrictions. Right now, restrictions apply to travel from the European Union and the United Kingdom. They ban entry to most foreigners who have been to Europe in the 2 weeks prior to their U.S. arrival. According to an administration official, the CDC has raised some concerns. However, the agency is not expected to block the move. President Trump has not signed off on the deal yet. Once he does, European countries and the U.S. would have to establish a protocol for safe travel.
And Thanksgiving is providing stargazers a rare opportunity to see the moon and Mars and make a close approach in the night sky. For most of us, you will see the moon in the east-southeast sky. Then, situated about 5 degrees above and slightly to the moon's left, you'll see Mars. Well, Mars is called the red planet in the night sky. It actually has more of a yellowish-orange tint. That color comes from the rusting iron oxide that covers much of the Martian surface. Better check it out tonight before it's gone. You're going to have to wait until 2035 for Mars to be this close to Earth again.
Last weekend, I thought I spotted Mars in the night sky, and I downloaded one of those free apps. This one's called Night Sky, and I actually got it right for once.
Oh, that's cool.
That astronomy course I barely passed in college paid off.
And the helpful app.
And the app, of course. There's an app for that. 5:35, 52 degrees.
And just like everything else this year, the coronavirus pandemic will have an impact on holiday shopping. What experts say you should do to have a more pleasant shopping experience.
And next, we're checking in on meteorologist Katie Blake as she prepares her Thanksgiving feast.
And Meals on Wheels is collaborating with the organizers of the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving dinner to deliver Thanksgiving meals today. You're taking a live look at the organizers getting all the food ready. The combined number of meals still comes to less than half of those served in a normal year for this event. Still, organizers say the amount of people who managed to come together to help others has been tremendous. We'll check in with how things are going so far coming up at 6 a.m.
And a crisp start to your Thanksgiving morning out there. As we take a live look downtown, America's 7th largest city, celebrating Thanksgiving 2020. We'll be right back. (5:38). Welcome back. This morning we're checking on some members of the KSAT family as they prepare for Thanksgiving.
So here's what meteorologist Katie Blake is cooking up in her kitchen.
Hi GMSA crew, good morning, happy Thanksgiving, welcome to my kitchen. This year for Thanksgiving we really did kind of phone it in on some stuff like the pies and the green beans, but one thing that I really wanted to still make myself was the dressing. So I'm going to show you how I'm putting together my cornbread dressing in preparation for Turkey Day. Alright, so my cornbread has been drying. That's key, you want dry bread. So that's ready to go. I made some herb butter and I used a little bit of that to get my onion and celery ready to go. So now we're gonna add everything into a big mixing bowl that has some chicken broth, some milk, and 1 beaten egg in it. All right, we are ready to go. I love rosemary in dressing. I think like that's the smell. When I smell the rosemary, I'm like, yes, this is Thanksgiving food. And I also am loving that some of the cornbread got really mushed up, but then we've still got some bigger chunks in there as well. This is gonna be pretty good. This is gonna go in at 375 for a half hour. I guess I have to wait till I'm done now. All right, here's the finished product. Smells really good and I can't wait to do a little taste test. Thanks so much for stopping by my kitchen. Hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving.
Not bad, Katie Blake. Looks good. Happy Thanksgiving to you and Mark. Well, here's a couple of the football games you can watch on your Turkey Day. The Houston Texans are traveling to take on Mike Osage's Detroit Lions. Kickoff is set for 11:30 on CBS. Go Houston. And the Cowboys are taking on Washington. That game is set for 3:30 kickoff over on Fox.
Did you actually say go Houston?
Yes, he did.
Yeah. We have a ton of Houston.
Go Dallas. Here, I
Go
mean.
Dallas. Thank you, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark's team is Washington.
Yeah.
Go Cowboys.
Yeah, I know how this is going to go today. 5:40, 52 degrees.
And coming up next, we have what you need to know if you plan on shopping tomorrow for Black Friday and what precautions major retailers are taking.
5:43, just like everything else this year, the pandemic will have an impact on holiday shopping.
ABC's Arena Roy reports on how shopping will be different this year and has some tips on how to find the best buys.
When it comes to holiday shopping in this year of coronavirus, huge crowds at stores are out and online shopping is definitely in. 60% of shoppers say they plan to do at least some of their holiday shopping from home this year, and 41% say they won't be hitting the stores on Black Friday.
Most retailers are trying to avoid the massive spike of people in their stores. They're trying to move more of their sales and spread the sales piece out over a greater portion of time.
Experts say the hottest items this year are gifts for the home.
Home entertainment, if you think about cooking, if you think about anything for decorating the homes, those categories are all up to a great degree this year.
Before you buy, use a shopping app to check for the best deals on the items you want, especially gifts that are in high demand.
I would just encourage consumers to check across multiple retailers' websites and check through the week. That's probably the best way to see if they can actually get a hold of those high-end demand items.
Buying online can be convenient, but make sure you think about how you will get your packages this holiday season. With shipping delays likely, consider curbside pickup instead of the mail. Either way, retailers want you to buy early this season.
Retailers are really trying to get the orders earlier, as there's a very small window between Black Friday and Christmas, and they want to make sure that their orders are delivered on time and meeting customer expectations.
Finally, to stay within your budget, Consumer Reports recommends making a list of things you want and need and what you want to spend and sticking to it. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
In your morning consumer headlines, if you're a fan of Mini Coopers, take a look at the new limited edition John Cooper Works GP. It's a two-seater with a price tag of about $45,000. That's about $12,000 more than the regular John Cooper Works High Performance Mini. This new model is much faster and more powerful. It can go from 0 to 60 miles an hour in 5.1 seconds. Wow. Only 3,000 will be produced.
Staying active during a pandemic may be difficult, but the World Health Organization is encouraging everyone to try their best. WHO's released new physical activity guidelines. They recommend adults to get at least 150 minutes of moderate to vigorous exercise a week. Workouts should include some strength training, especially for older adults, to help prevent falls or related injuries. For children up to 17 years old, WHO recommends at least 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous exercise every day.
Subway is expanding to contactless curbside pickup at participating restaurants. Customers can opt in to get their favorite sandwich in a safe way. All they have to do is order on the Subway app or website and tell the restaurant once they arrive. Then their sealed order will be delivered on a tray by a gloved and masked employee. Subway started offering curbside delivery over the summer. It's now available at more than 11,000 restaurants.
Because of COVID, many families won't be gathering around the dinner table to celebrate Thanksgiving together.
But that doesn't have to put a stop to celebrating the holiday as a family. So first, try painting rocks that can serve as a centerpiece at your table or mantle. You each can write out what you're thankful for to make them extra festive.
All right, here's another idea. Make a gratitude pie. A spinning pie chart helps kids pinpoint what they are thankful for. All you need to make this is construction paper, paper plate, markers or crayons, and a brass fastener. Next, the leaves may not be changing colors outside everywhere, but you can try fall leaf painting. Find some good leaves in all different sizes. Use fall colors like red, orange, or yellow to paint on a canvas.
Finally, you can bedazzle your pumpkins or gourds. This is a fun and easy way to bring some added sparkle to the holidays. There are other ways to spend quality time as a family together, but these Thanksgiving crafts for kids are perfect to show them what gratitude is all about. And I'm already knowing we're probably going to do the rock project. My little girl loves painting rocks, and this will be a nice way to put what she's thankful for on
That's awesome. I hope you guys have a good time doing that.
Thank you.
Speaking of fall colors, I noticed some yesterday. I was out in Leon Springs, out there at the edge of the hill country. We're starting to see a little color in the trees around
Pretty
here.
colors.
Things have had some cooler weather, so that's probably helped a little bit.
Probably a good day to take a drive as well.
That's right. Everything okay over there, Nick?
Yeah, Mark, everything's okay.
I just heard you fighting with your microphone.
No,
Nick won.
I was like, I don't want no specs here. I just
okay. Looking
spring
good.
cheese there.
All right.
Thank you, Mark. All right. Okay, so the accident right now on the northbound lanes of 1604 at Babcock the accident has cleared up. Just saw the record driver drive off the roadway. Good news there. Free flowing now in 1604 if you're coming from Bandera to I-10. All right, now let's go to 1604 at Kyle Sill. Here we go. It looks good right now on 1604. Going north and southbound, always good news. 35 at St. Mary's looks great as well. Very little cars on the roadway there. And let's do one more. 35 at Pine looks good.
Yeah, looks pretty quiet.
Can't forget about our furry friends this Thanksgiving morning.
Yeah, we've got to tell you about some pets who need homes over there at the San Antonio Humane Society. November is Adopt a Senior Pet Month, and senior gals Candy, who is 10, Sam, 11, they are look at those little faces, best friends. Two shepherd mixed beauties arrived together from their previous owner, could no longer care for them. So they hope to find a loving home where they can continue their adventures together. If you can take them both, yes, that would be wonderful. Candy has a happy personality, loves to smile with the tongue out, and Sam's more curious, loves to explore. Due to her arthritis, Sam has received laser therapy on her back legs and is becoming more active and playful. And for more information, please visit sahumane.org, 4804 Fredericksburg Road, 226-7461 for more information. You know, and the great thing about older dogs like that, obviously, you know exactly what you're getting. Their personalities, and they can be together and take up half the couch and be best friends and be your best friend too. So think about that. All right, a lot of folks have been sending in a lot of great pictures. This is over there at Lost Maples. Absolutely fantastic. As far as heading out to look at colors tomorrow, Saturday, we're gonna have a lot of rain around there, but going into next week is gonna be beautiful. Of course, any of the state parks, make sure you do check ahead, because a lot of them do require reservations before you go there. All right, we've had a couple of clouds that have moved on in here in the past couple of hours, and that has actually helped temperatures to go up ever so slightly. So we're now up to 55 degrees here in town, 43 Bandera, 40 in Tarpley. Humidity is still very, very low. These numbers are going to be going up throughout the day today. So we'll see dew points getting up into the 60s by late this afternoon, and then really going up as we go into the overnight hours and tomorrow. But then, as you can see, they start to dive down. We've got a front moving through tomorrow afternoon, and then some reinforcing shots of cooler, much drier air. I mean, dew points down in the teens by Monday and Tuesday of next week, and that's going to allow temperatures to just plummet by the first day of December on Tuesday. So here's the computer model, and we've got some clouds around here today, and I don't think we'll see any rain today. This is just kind of indicating some of the humidity out there, but late tonight and tomorrow, we will see rain developing around here, and maybe even a couple of thunderstorms. There is the potential for a few stronger thunderstorms around the area tomorrow. We'll continue to see rain around overnight into Saturday, and in some places, believe it or not, even though the ground is just bone dry, I mean, I think once it starts to rain, that stuff's just going to get soaked up by the ground. But there could be, especially off to the east, maybe a little bit too much in places, so that's something to keep in mind. And also, the rain's going to last through probably about dinner time tomorrow, and then it's going to start to taper off from west to east. Back to, on Saturday, beg your pardon, back to tomorrow, we do have that marginal risk for a severe thunderstorm or two, strong to severe storms. This is from the Storm Prediction Center, because the atmosphere is just volatile enough, especially as that front tries to move on through here, or does move on through later on in the day. So some pretty cold air, and even though we're going to be on the mild side today, a lot of this cold air is going to continue to sink down in here, and so we're going to be even colder, like I said, going into the first part of next week. Today, we'll make it up to 72 degrees today at noon. I'm going to call it mostly sunny skies. We'll have kind of a mixture of sunshine and clouds, and then more clouds later on today. Also, we are going to see more humidity, and that's going to start to work its way back in here overnight. Maybe a shower late tonight, but then definitely some rain tomorrow. It's just about a sure thing. Showers, thunderstorms, same thing on Saturday. Big difference between the 2 days, though, because of that front moving through. Will only be in the upper 50s on Saturday. That's definitely maybe a grilled turkey sandwich.
Grilled turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
I like that.
And tomato soup.
Well, or take some chicken broth, a little wild rice, and make a little
turkey
and
soup.
make like a turkey.
Yeah, I like that one too. But this forecast perfect for online shopping, napping, more online shopping, more napping,
or taking a drive,
or taking a
Hallmark Christmas movies.
Hallmark Christmas movies. I know your TV will be on fire. You'll be watching so many. 5:53, 55 degrees.
Let's take a look at your winning lotto numbers. We have pick 3, 2, 0, 3, Fireball 9, Daily 4, 2572, Fireball 3.
Cash 5 numbers 16, 19, 22, 29, 34. Lotto Texas 6, 9, 10, 37, 49, 53, and Powerball 2, 57, 58, 60, 65, Powerball 26, Power Play 2. Welcome back to GMSA. A reminder on this Thanksgiving Day, KSAT community and the San Antonio Police Department, along with Zapatos, helping in the Share the Shoes drive. The goal is to collect 1,100 pairs of new shoes in all. You can still help out by dropping off any new pair at a San Antonio Police Department substation throughout our city. The deadline is now extended through next week. That's December 4th is the final deadline. SAPD says the need is even greater considering how many families were impacted by the pandemic. KSAT Community operates in partnership with University Health, Energy Transfer, and Randolph Brooks Federal Credit Union. Mark your calendars. KSAT teaming up with Trinity University to prepare several live streams to tackle the different ways coronavirus has changed our lives and where we go from here. All kicks off next week, December 2nd at 6:30 p.m. The next series will happen the following week, with the final installment taking place December 16th. We'll talk about the impacts on South Texas schools and even relationships. More news coming up on your Thanksgiving edition of GMSA. Of course, we're all looking forward to our holiday feast, but don't let health misconceptions decide on what you put on your plate. Just ahead, we'll look at some common Thanksgiving myths. And TransGuide, very light traffic, but some folks do have to work this morning. Take it easy out there. We're going to watch TransGuide for you. Keep an eye on travel times on this Thanksgiving. We'll be right back.
That was the scene overnight on the northeast side. San Antonio police are investigating what caused the man to fire at officers before several officers shot back and killed the man.
So we are doing things using COVID procedures because we want to make sure that everyone can enjoy a delicious, safe meal, both the clients that we serve and then the volunteers when they go home with their families afterwards.
For the first time since the pandemic began, Meals on Wheels will deliver hot plates of food to the people of San Antonio. We'll learn more about how that organization is adjusting to new health guidelines.
And taking a look outside with live cam, a nice cool 55 degrees this morning. We are expecting some rain, but first, a beautiful Thanksgiving Day.
Live from KSAT 12. Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Good morning. It is Thursday, November 26th.
Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, thank you for joining us this morning.
We want to get your day started off right with a look at weather and traffic. And Mike still has a ton to talk about in our forecast. I'm sorry, we're doing traffic first?
Oh, okay. Let's check in with Nick.
Let's go to Nick.
A surprise. All right, let's go right now. Let's see what we have here.
Yeah, this is not what we planned.
The wall. Or am I with Mike here?
Why don't you go to the storyteller?
Thank you, Mike. Here we go. I think I'm right here. Okay. We got some traffic. Okay, so a lot of green on the screen. No accidents to worry about right now. Things are looking clear out there, so that's always good. If you are heading out right now, expect a smooth ride. Nothing's going on. Let's just go straight to the TransGuide. 281 at the San Antonio River looking good right now. Very little cars on the roadway there. We got Loop 1604 and Kyle still looking good. Now, we had an accident on 1604 earlier. That's now clear. And 35 at St. Mary's looking great. All right, everyone, please have a happy Thanksgiving and a good morning. Mark, Steph, back to you.
Nope, me.
Oh, that's right.
My turn. And can't forget about me. We do have some cool temperatures out there this morning, and clouds have moved on in the past couple of hours, and so that's actually kind of kept us from dropping even further than where we were. We were about 48 degrees a couple of hours ago, and with that cloud cover, that sort of acted like pulling a blanket over you, and so that's why temperatures have actually started to creep up a little bit out there at the airport. Uvalde at 50, 53 Del Rio, Carrizo Springs 54 degrees, and then you got Hondo at 45 right now. So we were down closer to a normal low temperature earlier this morning, and throughout the rest of today, we've got a couple of clouds hanging around here, and we are going to be warming up up very nicely. We'll make it up into the upper 70s today, so it is definitely going to be on the warm side. You'll also notice dew point temperatures will be going up. So the humidity is going to come up later on this afternoon, and clouds will definitely be increasing. But that then is setting the stage for some rain tomorrow, the next couple of days. A great forecast. It includes rain and it includes colder temperatures. We'll take a closer look at the long Thanksgiving weekend coming up in just a couple of minutes. Steph, Mark.
Thank you, Mike. New this morning, one man is dead after several police officers shot and killed him overnight. It happened around 9 last night in a neighborhood near O'Connor and Wurzbach Parkway. San Antonio Police Chief William McManus says officers responded to a call about a man shooting a gun inside a trailer home. When officers arrived, he says the man shot at them from a window. Police say the shooter then set fire to his trailer and came outside with his weapon. After trying to shoot an officer, a group of 6 officers fired back, killing the man. The chief says the 6 officers were placed on routine administrative leave while the department reviews the case. Firefighters were able to put out that fire at the trailer.
To the pandemic, local health officials are reporting 1,032 new cases of COVID-19 in Bexar County. They are also reporting 6 new deaths related to the virus. Mayor Ron Nirenberg says the 7-day moving average is now at 764 cases a day. The mayor says 543 patients are hospitalized in San Antonio. 175 are in the ICU and 88 are on ventilators. Due to the holiday, there will not be a daily briefing tonight or tomorrow night.
A county-wide curfew begins tonight and will last throughout the holiday weekend. San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg and Bexar County Judge Nelson Wolf decided to implement the curfew to help curb new cases. They say the curfew lasts from 10 at night till 5 in the morning. That begins tonight, runs all the way through Monday morning. People will not be allowed to gather outside their houses during the imposed curfew, and restaurants will need to switch to takeout only. The neighbor says Bexar County is following the model Governor Greg Abbott recommends. There are a few exceptions to the curfew, and you can read about those on KSAT.com.
And the story that Mark just read getting a lot of attention on our website. So let's take a look at some of the comments on KSAT.com. Sal wrote, as a person that is struggling and is in the service industry as well as survived COVID that almost took my life, I'm very okay with this news. Please be safe and God bless. We also have another person who's saying the real problem is what people are doing between 5 a.m. and 10 p.m. every day. You can let us know your thoughts on KSAT.com.
Well, it's the deadliest day of the pandemic in more than 6 months across the U.S. as states face a difficult task of reining in the virus. ABC's Elizabeth Schulze has more.
As the daily death toll from the virus climbs toward an all-time high, millions of Americans are ignoring a CDC plea not to travel this Thanksgiving.
You just try to kind of be as safe as you can and get home and see family.
It's still a little scary, but, we've tried to sanitize a lot.
Health experts fear large crowds and gatherings inside will exacerbate the pandemic already spreading at an uncontrolled pace and lead to yet another deadly spike during the end-of-year holidays.
This addition of cases is not something that we can sustain, and we are in a humanitarian crisis right now.
The COVID Tracking Project says 90,000 Americans are currently hospitalized with COVID-19, an all-time high for the 16th straight day. On Wednesday alone, there were more than 2,200 deaths, the highest daily death toll since early May.
I don't understand what 230,000, 240,000 deaths looks like, and I can describe the sound the zipper on a body bag makes.
President-elect Joe Biden, no stranger to grief from the death of loved ones, urged Americans not to give in to COVID fatigue.
Believe me, I know. I remember that first Thanksgiving, the empty chair, the silence. Takes your breath away.
While many cities and states face growing resistance to new restrictions, officials are reminding Americans masks and testing remain the best line of defense.
You let your guard down. You obviously have to take a mask off if you're eating or drinking. Try to avoid that as much as possible. A sacrifice now could save lives.
The CDC is out with a grim new forecast this morning, predicting up to 321,000 deaths from the virus by December 19th. Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News, Washington.
Well, we are taking a live look at the preparations for the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving dinner. But you may notice it looks a little different this year. That's because the meals will be delivered due to the pandemic. This year, the Jimenez dinner is partnering with Meals on Wheels to get those meals out.
The two joined forces to allow meals to go out for the first time since the pandemic began. Ariana Barber is the Communications and Marketing Director for Meals on Wheels San Antonio. She says the pandemic has given our community new ways to come together that we may not have expected.
While it is this horrible, awful thing, it is amazing in that it's allowed nonprofits to see where we can help one another and fit pieces together to make sure that we are serving the community in the best way possible.
Ariana Barber says all the volunteers will be following safety guidelines, including wearing masks, washing hands, and getting temperature checks.
Well, it's a holiday here in the Alamo City. That means some city services won't be available today and tomorrow. City Hall, most municipal offices will be closed. The COVID-19 hotline will be closed today and open 8 to 5 tomorrow. They'll have shorter hours over the weekend. COVID testing sites and Metro Health clinics are also closed today. The Central Library and branch libraries are not open, but not everything's closed. Coming up next half hour, we'll look at what is open here in the Alamo City.
And time now is 6:08, and many people watching right now may also be getting their Thanksgiving dinners ready.
Here at KSAT, many of us are no different. Ursula Perry joined us live from home, where she's getting her holiday cooking started. Good morning and happy Thanksgiving, Urs.
Same to you guys. Good morning and happy Thanksgiving.
So what's the plan there?
I've got some butter, and I'm going to be injecting it into this big old turkey that I got. It's already been brined, so I don't know if this is kind of overdue.
All right, so
it's,
what else?
Also a crooked turkey. I can't get it to sit straight on the plate. Can you see that?
Yeah, it's leaning to port a little bit, maybe starboard.
That's okay.
All right, so it's going
to taste good.
Yes,
it is going to taste good. So, what kind of sides do you guys like to serve, Ursula?
I've got all kinds of sides over here. If I can turn the camera a little bit, I've got sweet potato casserole ready to go. Mac and cheese. Of course, green bean casserole.
Very good. You have a lot of sides.
Everything has been cooked and I just have to warm it up.
That's what I was going to ask you. It looks like you have a lot prepared already. When did you start making those preparations?
As soon as I got off the air last night at 5:30, I came home, picked up my daughter, went to the grocery store, and we started cooking. Baking pies and all kinds of stuff.
And what about the rest of your family? When are they going to wake up to help you out today?
My husband actually got woken up just for this, and I owe him. I owe him.
You owe. All right, you've made, just so we're clear, Ursula, you have made mac and cheese as a traditional Thanksgiving side dish. Want to make you aware that your noon co-anchor, David Sears, wholeheartedly disagrees that is not a traditional side dish. Yeah. Let's talk that out.
Mm-hmm.
Did we lose our audio?
Ah,
all right.
I wanted to hear what you had to say about it.
All right, we're going to talk to you coming up in the next half hour. Maybe you got sabotaged by David Sears. I think he's outside cutting your phone lines right now.
That is quite possible.
But we'll check back with you in just a bit. There is a little bit of delay there. Thank you for talking to us, Ursula Perry, live at home.
And for waking up early, yeah. So yeah, a side note, David Sears is all about not having mac and cheese on your Thanksgiving table. But we're okay with it.
6:11, 55 degrees.
And later on GMSA, if cooking isn't quite your style today, you can always pick up some food. Yay! And we'll tell you the places around town that received a perfect score on their latest health inspection. It's the latest in Best of Behind the Kitchen Door.
Both NFL teams here in Texas playing today. After the break, we'll tell you can watch your favorite team in a Thanksgiving classic.
And taking a look outside with the live cam, a nice cool 55 degrees. If any of you still have to run some last minute Thanksgiving errands, not too bad this morning and expecting a nice day. But we're going to check in with Mike a little later after the break about your nice cool weekend. We'll be right back.
6:15, Thanksgiving isn't just about food and family, it's also about football. Both Texas NFL teams are playing today. First up, the Texans. They travel up to Detroit to play the Lions. Houston coming off a 27-20 win over the Patriots. Meanwhile, the Lions looking to rebound from a shutout loss to the Panthers. Kickoff between Texans and Lions scheduled for 11:30 San Antonio time over on CBS. With so much gusto, too, Mike. I'm almost convinced. The Cowboys play the mid-afternoon game where they will take on the Washington football team in Arlington. Both teams are 3-7 on the year, but also competing for the NFC East division title. Whichever team wins today will claim first place in the division, at least until this is weekend. The Cowboys have Andy Dalton at the helm after leading the team to a big win over the Vikings last weekend. Kickoff between Washington and Dallas, 3:30 this afternoon on Fox.
And speaking of Cowboys, let's toss it to my fellow Cowboys fan, Nick Felice.
One of the biggest Cowboys fans in the universe.
Thank you, Mark. I am. I appreciate that. Yeah, hopefully the Cowboys win today and get first place. All right, a lot of green on the screen. Things are looking good, but 1604 in Babcock has given us some fits this morning. We have another accident there. It's going to be northbound loop 1604 at Babcock Road. Let's check it out right here in TransGuide. Here it is. We got a 2-vehicle accident there. Hero trucks are on scene. Good news there, blocking off one lane of the shoulder in one lane, so keep that in mind if you're heading in this direction. Could be a little bit of a delay due to this accident. Other than that, things look good all around the city. Let's just hopefully 1604 and Babcock can behave a little bit better.
Yes, indeed. Well, that picture's going to change out there. The roads are going to be sloppy for the next couple of days, right, Mike?
Yeah, actually back to football. I think that was one of my very first pro football games I ever saw. Was in Lions playing on Thanksgiving Day when they used to play way back when in Tiger Stadium.
Tigers, wow,
46,
and that was cold. In Tiger Stadium. What'd you say?
I swear he said 1946.
No, Mike, I said 86.
Oh, I heard 40.
No, way back. They started playing in the Silverdome in 74, but yeah, way back when. So we had gone to many of those. That was kind of a Thanksgiving tradition.
Well, Mike, so, I mean, being a Detroit, Michigander, you've always said Henry Ford and family were really nice folks, right?
Wow, really? I'm going to start rooting for the Cowboys just for that.
Yeah, you should.
There you go, Mike.
Yeah. But I am pulling for your Lions today.
Thank you very much.
Join me and Nick in cheering on the Cowboys.
Yes.
Do something with him, Stephanie. 55 degrees right now. We did actually go up a few notches in the past couple of hours. We were at 48 right around 4 o'clock this morning, but some clouds kind of decided to creep on in here, and that's acted like a little bit of a blanket. But as you can see up around Kerrville, it is still very, very cold. The dew point remains pretty low at 42 degrees. That, though, is going to be changing as the day rolls on. We are going to see definitely an increase in humidity. Look at this picture. What could be more classic? A boy and his dog.
Yeah.
Aww.
That is just great. Enjoying the very mild temperatures. T-shirt weather in this picture. That's the situation today as well, but not coming up this weekend or next week. You will definitely need a big, heavy coat. Yes, T-shirt weather yesterday, 78 degrees here in town. We got up to 84 in Cotulla. And today we're going to be seeing, again, a lot of upper 70s, 80s, well above normal by, once again, almost 10 degrees. But again, that will be changing starting really tomorrow afternoon when we have the next front moving on through here. That'll be the third front this week. We had one Sunday, yesterday, and then coming in here tomorrow. So humidity, like I said, is still very low. These numbers start to go up later on this afternoon. You will definitely notice the humidity. Then this evening, and starting off throughout much of the day tomorrow, it's going to be really humid, but at least this is going to be feeding some of those showers and even a couple of thunderstorms. Now, as the front works its way through here, and as you can see, that's going to be working down from the hill country. As that front runs into this humid air, it's just unstable enough that not only is that going to help out with the rain, but also could get a couple of potentially strong thunderstorms going tomorrow afternoon. So that'll be something that we have to watch out for. Here's the computer model. So we'd see sort of an increase in clouds throughout the day, and then rain developing overnight and into tomorrow, and throughout much of the day tomorrow into Saturday. And we'll still maybe even see a couple of heavier downpours around the area as well. Then later in the day on Saturday, things will start to clear out from west to east, and Sunday is going to be just a fantastic day, as will most of the first half of next week. back to tomorrow, and Storm Prediction Center does have the marginal risk for, like I said, a strong to potentially severe storm. Very few and far between, but there's just going to be, some of those storms are going to get on they'll start to brew and get on the stronger side. Satellite picture, and if you just look very close, you can see right there as those low clouds, that little darker shade of gray starts to work its way in here. So just a couple of those clouds decided to move on in. There is the low off to the northeast. That's the one that is moving very quickly, brought the front through yesterday. We had those couple little sprinkles. Now, it's fairly tranquil in behind that, but we've got a very active weather pattern. Instead of everything just kind of hanging around up in the northern tier of the United States, a really active pattern is setting up over the next couple of days, which means more fronts and rain chances. Very cold temperatures. We're back down to some single digits up around Wyoming, and this colder air, even though we're on the warm side today and starting off tomorrow, that cold air is really going to start to settle on in here as we go into next week, and we'll look at some of the coldest temperatures of the season thus far. 72 degrees at noon today, mostly sunny skies, and then a high temperature and mostly sunny, maybe kind of pushing it a bit, but we'll have kind of a mixture of sunshine and clouds. 78 for a high temperature, very warm and a lot more humid this afternoon. Rain develops late tonight and then especially tomorrow. Even a couple of stronger thunderstorms and rain on Saturday. Difference being we're only at 58 degrees on Saturday. That's going to be a bone-chilling sort of a day. Good day to decorate the tree, or even tomorrow, and then clearing out Sunday, down close to freezing here in town Tuesday morning, which means definitely a good freeze in the hill country.
I've got a 10-pound brisket ready to smoke this weekend.
Nice.
And I was going to do it Saturday, but on your advice, I'm going to do it Sunday now.
Probably a better idea to do it.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to babysit it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that way it'll be fresher for us on Monday morning.
Right, fresh leftovers.
Yes.
Brisket tacos.
And if you're Detroit comments, you better bring me some.
I'll think about it. He's still upset about the Henry Ford thing, actually. 622, 55 degrees.
And it looks like a group of Ivy League students may have figured out the secret to winning the lottery. Find out more in today's GMA First Look.
Here's your secret word of the day. Enter it on KSAT.com/Circle K for a monthly chance to win free gas for a year. Every entry wins a medium coffee. Win with Circle K and GMSA.
This is Hal. This is Hal's heart. It's been broken and put back together. This is Hal's relief, knowing he's covered by Medicare from Blue Cross Blue Shield. And with coverage you can trust, backed by over 80 years of healthcare expertise, we'll be there when it matters most. This is Medicare from Blue Cross Blue Shield. This is the benefit of Blue.
It's Judgment Day. Backseat chefs peer inside your oven. But you've cleaned off all the baked-on business from meals past with Easy Off. So the only thing they see is that beautiful bird. Go ahead, let them judge.
In this morning's GMA First Look, are these Ivy Leaguers lucky, or have they figured out the secret to winning the lottery? At least 4 Princeton graduates hitting the jackpot big time, finding 66 winning tickets in multiple states with jackpots totaling more than $6 million. According to an investigation by the Indianapolis Star, one of them, 27-year-old Manuel Montori, has been on an 18-month winning streak, cashing in 61 winning scratch-offs in just one day in September.
They're either the luckiest people in the world or they've found a way to beat the system.
In Indiana alone, the group reportedly bought from 4 dozen different gas stations, liquor stores, and convenience shops. And we'll have much more on this bizarre winning streak coming up at 7 a.m., including a lottery expert who will explain how a brilliant understanding of statistics could be the secret to their success. With your GMA First Look, I'm Alex Perez, ABC News, Chicago.
Food service industry has really taken a beating this year. We are super thankful for the staffs working hard to make their businesses do very well and get perfect scores on health inspections, including the following in Best Stuff Behind the Kitchen Door. Perfect score of at Lenny's Sub Shop at 11, 842 Bandera Road. Also a perfect score at the Las Palapas, 11860 Blanco Road. Moving on this morning, we have Cedar Mediterranean Grill. They got a perfect score. They're over at 8132 Fredericksburg Road. We also have Dairy Queen at 1914 Jackson Keller. And also on our list this week, Komori Sushi. Congratulations. They're located at 401 Isom Road. If your place got a perfect score in the last 30 days, send me an email, bkd@ksat.com. We'll try to promote you guys right here on Good Morning San Antonio. Steph?
First Tupac, now St. Nick himself, has also been made into a hologram. It's a new high-tech way that children in the Houston area will be able to see Santa Claus this holiday season. So check it out. This is Santa's Magisphere in Sugar Land. It opens tomorrow in the city's town square, and it will stay open through Christmas Eve.
Well, that's kind of cool.
It's very cool, kind of like Star Wars. That's what it reminds me of, I guess.
It's weird.
It's different, but I think for a lot of kids, I guess the important thing would be to communicate what they want for Christmas, and that they get to see Santa at some capacity.
Still going to make that connection.
Yes.
628, 55 degrees.
And there are plenty of myths about which Thanksgiving dishes are the healthiest. And our next half hour, we will debunk some of the common misconceptions.
It's a holiday, and while it's a tradition for some, it still is them taking time out of their day to spend it with those that we serve.
And that was the Communications and Marketing Director for Meals on Wheels San Antonio. The organization is delivering hot Thanksgiving meals to San Antonians today, thanks to everyone helping during the pandemic.
Outside with live cam, we're going to load up on calories later on with our holiday feast. You really can't tell in this shot. We've got another live cam shot that shows a beautiful sunrise out there, but we're going to go from sunrise to soaking rain. Just stand by for that.
That's true. So enjoy today and happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for joining us today.
Mike is standing by with your Thanksgiving forecast. When does the rain start moving in, Mike?
Maybe late tonight. Could see a couple of showers, but definitely tomorrow as well as on Saturday. More on that in just a moment. So we've had a couple of clouds around this morning. Obviously, in this picture, most everything, well, except well off there to the east, we got a lot of clear skies. And temperatures, we were at 48 a couple of hours ago. And then with some of that cloud cover that slid on in here, that acted like a little bit of a blanket. And we have gone up to 55 degrees. Humidity is still very low and there's no wind to speak of, so we had good radiational cooling in the overnight hours. 30s, a pair of 38s in Kerrville as well as Fredericksburg, Rock Springs at 50, so a little bit milder in Rock Springs. And a good looking day today. Now after this chilly start, we are going to definitely warm up, gain about 20 degrees or more, get in the upper 70s, even some low 80s again today. More clouds and more humidity later on today. And then, like I said, maybe late tonight, a couple of showers, but more showers and thunderstorms, even a couple of strong, potentially severe storms tomorrow. Then a front moves through late in the day, so it'll still be on the mild side tomorrow, but that's all going to be changing by Saturday. It's going to be a cold rain on Saturday. Then the rain will be ending from west to east late in the day, clearing out. Sunday's going to be beautiful. It's going to be nice and chilly, and then getting even colder as we go into next week. Some of the coldest air of the season. A lot of folks, if you haven't seen freezing yet, you will. Details coming up in just a couple of minutes. Time saver traffic right now, and a very happy Thanksgiving to all of our folks in blue and first responders. And this gentleman, Officer Nick Solis.
Thank you, Mike. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Grateful to be here with y'all guys, too. All right, here we go, Mike. A lot of green on the screen here. Everything looks good in the city except for 1604 in Babcock. Giving us a little bit of a hard time here. So northbound North Loop 1604 at Babcock Road. We have an accident here. It's the second accident there this morning. Looks like Hero Trucks and SAPD are on scene trying to get this accident cleared up. All right, let's go to some drive times here before we go to that accident. 35 southbound from the southwest side of downtown to 1604, 12 minutes. And if you're 35 southbound from Loop 1604 to downtown, still 12 minutes. Looking really good there. All right, here's this accident here at Loop 1604 in Babcock. Looks like a different angle they had than earlier, and it looks like it might be cleared up now. So that's good news. Once again, 1604 in Babcock cleared up for the second time this Thanksgiving morning. Mark, Steph, back to you.
Thank you, Nick. Meals on Wheels and the Raul Jimenez Thanksgiving Dinner partnering this year to get warm meals out to our community. It's the first time since March that Meals on Wheels has been able to deliver food to San Antonians.
Ariana Barber, the Communications and Marketing Director for Meals on Wheels, says the nonprofits are able to offer their areas of expertise to help make this event happen this year. She says everyone is following strict COVID-19 guidelines as well, so both the volunteers and the clients they serve can stay safe. And although Barber says it is too late to volunteer for today's event, there are still other ways to help.
If you can't volunteer today, it would be really, really great if you can make a donation to support what we're doing today and every day. We are grateful to HEB for making today possible, but we do need support to make sure that we can deliver more than a meal every day to the people that we serve. It could be your neighbor, you never know, so everything helps, and thank you.
And volunteers will start delivering meals to families around San Antonio at 9:30 this morning. There are several closures around the city today. However, some services will be available even though it's a holiday. That includes San Antonio parks and trails, which are open today. Police, firefighters, and EMS personnel will be on duty, and you can use on-street parking meters downtown for free. For a closer look at what's open and closed today and tomorrow, just head to our website, KSAT.com, where we have a full list.
If you're cooking up turkey dinner, and that's just too, if you're not cooking up turkey dinner, that's just too daunting. Let's face it, we can't all be Ursula Perry. There are restaurants open today. Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's, Starbucks, and IHOP are all serving people today. And according to Google, you can also go to Chili's, Whataburger, and Taco Cabana. Other restaurants are open as well as some local spots. Be sure you check or call online before leaving the house. They might have a special menu or certainly different hours today.
In your morning headlines, President Donald Trump has pardoned his former national security advisor, Michael Flynn. This marks a years-long prosecution in the Russia investigation that saw Flynn plead guilty to 2 times for lying to the FBI and then reverse himself before the Justice Department stepped in to dismiss his case.
Comes just months after the president commuted the sentence of another associate, Roger Stone, days before he was to report to prison.
In an overnight ruling, the Supreme Court blocked New York's limit on religious services during a pandemic. The court voted 5-4 to prevent the state from setting attendance limits on services. The Supreme Court's ruling is a change in direction from its earlier decisions went against churches in California and Nevada. In those cases, the court allowed the state's governors to restrict attendance at religious services because of the pandemic.
Staying active during the pandemic is tricky, but the World Health Organization is encouraging us to try. WHO releasing new physical activity guidelines saying adults should get at least 2.5 hours of moderate to vigorous exercise a week. That should include some strength training, especially for older adults, to help prevent falls or related injuries. For children up to 17 years old, WHO recommends at least 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous exercise every day.
Argentina's president declared 3 days of national mourning after Argentine soccer great Diego Maradona died. His coffin was brought to the Casa Rosada, or government house, in the capital city of Buenos Aires. Maradona's spokesperson says he died of a heart attack just weeks after having brain surgery. Maradona is widely considered one of the best soccer players of all time, bringing Argentina to a World Cup victory in 1986. Clubs and fans around the world are honoring Maradona, including right here at home. San Antonio FC tweeted out, "Thank you for everything to the legend." Diego Maradona was 60 years old.
6:39, 55 degrees.
And we are all looking forward to our holiday feast, but don't let health misconceptions decide what you put on your plate. After the break, we're going to take a look at some common Thanksgiving myths.
Welcome back, 6:42.
Turkey, mashed potatoes, stuffing, gravy, rolls, cranberry sauce. Just thinking about it makes your mouth water. But do you know the truth about the feast you're about to put on your plate?
Usually the white meat's the healthiest, but the meat closer to the bone has the most nutrients.
First myth, is white meat really healthier than dark meat? There's barely a difference in calories, and dark meat actually holds more vitamins B6 and 12, zinc and iron. So go ahead and dig into any part of that turkey. Are all eggs created equal? Nutritionally, yes. The color difference comes from the different breeds of chickens.
In my experience, most of the brands of white eggs that I find at the store will have a couple cracked, so I just go for the brown.
But both have similar amounts of vitamins, minerals, and protein. So use whatever you want for your dressing or stuffing. Leftovers, anyone? The last myth is that you shouldn't eat after a certain time because it leads to weight gain. But calories can't tell time, and as long as you're within your daily calorie intake, you'll be okay. So go ahead, dig in. You can always exercise a little more tomorrow. Another myth, overeating on Thanksgiving can make you gain weight. In reality, it takes 3,500 calories to gain 1 single pound, so splurging once a month will likely not stop your weight loss. In fact, one day can never make you gain weight. It takes multiple days of excessive calories to increase your body fat to the point of gaining 1 pound. It's the reason why you can't drop 1 pound in one day. RJ Marcus, KSAT 12 News.
Well, it's possible your turkey may already be in the oven and the smell of Thanksgiving dinner filling your house.
But it's also starting to fill up in Ursula Perry's home, who joins us now with an update on her preparations. Hey, good morning.
First thing up, you've got a big, probably the biggest mug of coffee I've ever seen.
This is my small one, but you know, I didn't want to overpower the morning show. Hey guys, I've been just preparing this turkey. This morning I went ahead and brined it. And then today I injected it with a bunch of good butter. And then I'm gonna cover it with foil. I'm gonna put it in the oven for about 3 hours at 275. And then I'm gonna take the foil off and I'm gonna do this little trick. So I'm gonna smear butter with herbs all over the top, and then I'm going to put it back in at 350 and let it cook for another hour or so. And that's going to make it golden brown and gorgeous. Steve Brown used to have this thing about breast side down and then in the final 20 minutes flipping it to make the breast nice and juicy and then brown the top of it, because if you just do it brown breast side down, it's going to be gross. It looks gross because when you flip it the right way, it looks like it's uncooked and just pale and not good. Anyway, so this is a way to get it looking gorgeous and tasty. Now, I know you guys have a question about the mac and cheese controversy.
Yes.
We're serving it.
You're serving it.
All right.
So
it's a problem.
So it's a traditional Thanksgiving.
It's not something that I've ever done before.
So it's a traditional Thanksgiving side dish for some folks, but not everybody. But it is a big deal at your house.
Well, here's the deal. My children's grandmother is in a nursing home right now, and there's very little visitation and that sort of a thing. Normally, she would be invited to our table. So she's in a nursing home. We don't have Mimi Beamer's mac and cheese. So I took the recipe and I made it for my kids so that grandma's at the table at least a little bit.
Aww.
All right, so there's that, keeping a family tradition going.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm probably going to do Stouffer's mac and cheese later on today.
Oh, no. I'll bring some to you.
She heard you.
No.
I might do Kraft.
And I also want to point out one other thing.
Sure.
Our pecan pie got a little burnt.
Oh,
Yes.
I couldn't tell
Yes.
that.
So those are croutons now, right?
Hey, that's okay, Ursula. We'll take it.
It's like brittle.
Brittle. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
It's going to taste great. Once you get
Yeah.
beneath that 1 inch of crust, it's going to be awesome.
All right, Ursula, happy Thanksgiving to everybody over at your house.
Yes, happy Thanksgiving. Thank you for being up so early.
Oh, it was a pleasure. You guys have a wonderful day.
Okay,
Thank you.
Nick is standing by with a look at time saver traffic. It is now 6:47.
How's it looking now, Nick?
Well, accidents all cleared up. Things are looking good if you are headed out on the roadway right now, going somewhere. Things look good this Thanksgiving. Let's go straight to TransGuide here. 37 at Hackberry right now. Very little cars on the roadway. 1604 Bandera Road looking good. 1604 in Babcock looking great now. No accidents there. And I-10 at Frio inbounds and outbounds flowing smooth. All right, Mike, how's that weather going on Turkey Day?
It's going to be fantastic today, and the moon is getting fuller as time goes on. The waxing gibbous moon is going to be full on Monday officially, and don't know if we're going to see much moon gazing weather tonight because we are going to have the clouds thickening up. Obviously, we do have some clouds out there as of right now. Those kind of moved on in here. We had clear skies overnight, and that allowed temperatures to drop down Clouds came in and that sort of acted like a bit of a blanket. So we've gone up in the past couple of hours. Still a couple of 37s out there at Kerrville as well as Comfort. The cold spots, Rio Medina at 47, Randolph at 50. Humidity still. Air is very dry, very comfortable out there, and it's going to stay comfortable throughout most all of the, the first part of the day. Then the humidity is going to come up later on today, really starts to peak overnight and starting off tomorrow. Then we get front moving on through here. That's going to bring in some drier air. Also, as the front moves on through, it may touch off some stronger storms. We'll talk more about that in a moment. But look at then by the first part of next week, dew points down in the teens, which bone dry air, and that's associated with some very, very cold air as well. So we're going to be seeing some of the coldest temperatures, definitely the coldest of the season thus far. And if you haven't hit freezing yet, really good chance by Tuesday morning. We have increasing clouds throughout the day today, and then we'll start to see more rain around the area late tonight, starting off tomorrow morning, and some of those thunderstorms mixed in as well. More rain going in toward Saturday and throughout a good chunk of the day on Saturday. Then by late in the day, the rain will end from west to east, and will clear out Saturday night, and Sunday looks absolutely gorgeous. Back to tomorrow. As the front moves on through here, it may touch off a couple of stronger thunderstorms, so the Storm Prediction Center has us in a marginal risk for a severe storm. High winds would be some of the biggest threats, maybe some hail. 9 right now in Casper, so a lot of very cold air. Now, even though we're going to be on the warm side today, this cold air is really going to start to settle on in here, and we get another kind of reinforcing big chunk of it coming in here by next week. 72 at noon today. So definitely warm, already above normal at noon, and then we top off in the upper 70s, close to 80. More humidity out there, and clouds will be increasing throughout the day, and then some showers possible late tonight, more likely tomorrow. Showers, thunderstorms, and difference between tomorrow and Saturday. Look at the temperature, 58 on Saturday. It's going to be wet, clearing out Sunday, and a lot of freezing temperatures Tuesday morning. Crazy.
I'm ready for the cold weather, though.
Yeah. Me too.
I see a nap in my future. As a matter of fact, like 12 of them. 6:50, 55 degrees.
After dinner, of course.
Yeah, one before and one after.
And don't let the holidays get the best of you. Experts say keeping up with healthy habits is crucial so a day of splurging does not turn into a month of overeating. Tomorrow on GMSA, we will go over some ways to stay in shape.
Yeah, but until then, splurge a little. Outside with live cam, let's see how that sunrise is looking. Oh, as we speak, it's like some of the clouds are moving in on cue. We'll get another look at your top stories coming up next.
In the news you need to know before you go, 6 San Antonio police officers are on administrative leave while the department investigates what led up to an officer shooting a man on the northeast side. It happened overnight near O'Connor and Wurzbach Parkway. Police Chief William McManus says a man set fire to his apartment and started shooting at officers. He said officers shot back and a bullet hit and killed that man.
We are in the waning days of No Shave November. Team KSAT is approaching $8,000 raised.
That is awesome.
On the top 3 of organizations in the whole U.S. of A in raising money for cancer and raising health awareness for men everywhere.
I was just looking at that this morning. It changed pretty quickly. The numbers have gone up. So I want to thank all the viewers who have donated so far.
Keep it coming.
But keep it coming because we still have time.
Yes, we do. $7,943 raised. Let's go to Nick right now, who's still got his beard going.
That's right.
Not as good as yours, Mark, but it's getting there. Okay. Accident, southbound Southwest Loop 410 at Old Pearsall Road. Keep this accident in mind. It's right there before you hit 35 going southbound on 410. Mike?
And we do have the clouds that have kind of moved on in here a little quicker than expected. And so that's holding temperatures up, although we've just dropped a degree or two, 53 degrees right now. Very cold in the hill country and 78 for high temperatures today. The humidity is going to be increasing the next couple of days. Going to be wet. Love saying that. 70 tomorrow, but a front moves through, so it's going to be cold and wet on Saturday, clearing out, and a lot of folks are going to be seeing near freezing temperatures Tuesday morning.
It's almost like you said, the clouds are coming in, and then on cue, they arrive.
You're that good.
Yep.
Happy Thanksgiving, guys.
We'll see you back here for our later newscasts.